Good morning, and thanks for tuning in. And happy Valentine's Day. I'm Larry Suvorov.
And I'm Calvin Salser. Today is Tuesday, February 14th, and this is RT Today, brought to you by
the D.B. Cannon Studio of Dance, Middletown's home for dancers.
Happy birthday today to Vanessa Bernal, Alex Hoy, Elena DeReamer, Eloise Dominici, Dakota Henry, and Jackson Hoffman. This month is Black History Month. Here is a spotlight. Frederick Augustus Washington Bailey was born into slavery on Maryland's Eastern Shore in February of 1818. He spent his early years with his grandparents. During this time, he was exposed to the degradations of slavery, witnessing firsthand the brutality of chattel bondage. When he was 8, he was sent to Baltimore to live with a ship carpenter named Hugh Auld. There, he learned to read and first heard the words abolition and abolitionists. Douglass credits his time in Baltimore as laying the foundation for his future success. After 7 years in Baltimore, Douglass was sent back to the country where he received brutal treatment at the hands of his overseer. Douglass vowed to escape, and though his early attempts failed, on September 3, 1838, he was successful. Traveling by train, then steamboat, then train, he arrived in New York City the following day, settling in New Bedford, Massachusetts. A few weeks later, always striving to educate himself, Douglass continued his reading, joined various organizations in New Bedford, attended abolitionist meetings, and eventually joined the Massachusetts Anti-Slavery Society. In 1845, Douglass published his autobiography narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass, an American slave, written by himself. Douglass was a prolific writer and committed activist for abolition and the rights of blacks. When the Civil War began, Douglass continued his active involvement to better the lives of African Americans. He conferred with Abraham Lincoln during the Civil War and recruited Northern blacks for the Union Army. After the war, he fought for the rights of women and African Americans alike. It was just after returning from a women's suffrage rally that Frederick Douglass died of a heart attack on February 28, 1890, at his hilltop home, Cedar Hill, in Anacostia, Washington, D.C. Now, let's go to Larry with a wrap-up of today's headlines.
Thanks, Calvin. 3 students were killed and 5 students injured at Michigan State University after a shooting. The gunman took his life with a self-inflicted gunshot wound after police searched for hours in order to find him. In entertainment, actor Austin Majors passed away at age 27 on February 11th. Majors is best known for a role on NYPD Blue, which he fulfilled throughout his childhood years, starting in 1999 until 2004. In sports, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes spent time with his family at Disneyland following his Super Bowl victory. Mahomes and the rest of his teammates will be making their way back to Kansas City for their victory parade. That's a wrap. Let's go to Calvin with today's announcements.
Thanks, Larry. Congratulations to our MHS Betty Delaplane Art Award finalists. Out of the 12 selected finalists, Middletown has 4, which is more than any other high school in the county. These deserving artists are Elena Hugh for her painting titled Wishes, Ben Bradford for his drawing titled Peace, Kayla Morgan for her painting titled The Preservation of a Memory, and Aiden Kirkpatrick for his photograph titled Too Much. Each of the grand prize winner will be announced at the Delaplane Visual Arts Center on Saturday, March 4th at 2 during the opening reception. The exhibition will be on view from March 4th to April 13th. Reminder, the last day to sign up to shadow a program at the CTC is Friday, February 17th. Shadowing is currently open to students in grades 9 to 11 and is required in order to apply for the 2023 to 2024 school year. Students may shadow and apply to up to 2 programs. Seniors, the Community Foundation of Frederick provides scholarships for trade schools, two-year colleges, and 4-year colleges. Since 1986, it has been the leading source for post-secondary funding in Frederick County. With one application, you'll be considered for multiple scholarships. The application opens on March 1st, but they will be presenting to students only during Night's Quest on Wednesday, February 22nd. Sign up for the presentation in your Naviance account under College Visits. Today, roses will be delivered by the MHS horticulture classes during 5th block. In sports, tonight, the girls' basketball teams play at home for their senior night against Walkersville JV. JV is at 5:30 and varsity is at 7. That's all the announcements for today. Let's have a look at today's weather.
Thanks, Josh. It's currently 45 degrees and sunny. It will be a nice day today with a high of 56 degrees and very little wind. That's it for weather. I'm Kaden Ratliff. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks for watching. You can find more content on mhsroundtable.com, or you can download our app, Student News Source, for access to our articles, videos, and podcasts. I'm Larry Suvorov.
And I'm Calvin Salser. We leave you with this final thought.
Hi, this is Miss Mills, and here's something to think about today. From Mr. Rogers. Try your best to make goodness attractive. That's one of the toughest assignments that you will ever be given. Have a good day.